Good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon's meeting. Hope everybody was able to find a seat. Before we begin, let's ask everyone to please bow your head for a moment of silent reflection. Amen. Thank you. Mr. Minges.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Our next Commission business meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, February 19th at 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
On our supplemental agenda, we have two items. Item 1, docket 2019-388E is appointment of a hearing officer.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we appoint our staff attorney, Joanne Wessinger Hill, as a hearing officer in this docket. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Other questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 2019-390E. We have another appointment of a hearing officer.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, in this docket, I move that we appoint Joanne Wessinger Hill as hearing officer in this docket. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
On our utilities agenda, item number 1, docket number 2019-387A, we have a petition to intervene.
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of Piedmont Natural Gas Company, Incorporated. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. There are no questions or comments. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, item number 2, docket number 2005-83A. This matter concerns redactions of personal, confidential, or sensitive information regarding pro se witnesses.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
by order number 2019-236, the Commission addressed redacting personal, confidential, and/or sensitive information in those situations in which testimony is taken from a public or pro se witness who has submitted documentation that is accepted as a hearing exhibit. While the Commission maintains the original unredacted document under seal as confidential, an issue has arisen in which this redacted information becomes unavailable to parties in the docket who may be entitled to it. I move that we rescind order number 2019-236 and, consistent with circuit court policy, prospectively require that the witness in these circumstances are responsible for redacting personal identifying information other than name and residential town before it is taken as evidence in a proceeding. The most common examples of information to be redacted are account numbers, meter numbers, and street addresses. As a practical matter, a black marker will be made available for redaction at the time the docket is offered as evidence. Thank you.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, item number 3, docket number 2019-281S. We have a petition to intervene and a request for confidential treatment.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Mr. Chairman, Lisa Levine has requested to intervene and has requested that her phone number, house number, and her address and email address be redacted. If we grant the petition to intervene, Ms. Levine would be a party record and she would be subject to the same rules as the other party records. This means she must serve other parties with all her filings, including any pre-filed testimony, and importantly have contact information on her file that allows her to be served. This in mind, I move that Ms. Levine provide the Commission with contact information that can be posted on our docket management system and be available as a public record by February the 17th, 2020. I also move that we delay ruling on her petition to intervene until the necessary contact information has been received by the close of business on February the 17th, 2020. her petition to intervene, her petition, if it order is not received by the close of business on February 17th, 2020, her petition to intervene will be deemed denied. You may do that again?
No, I think we got the gist. I think it was the response to that order if it was not received.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner Howard. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there any questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I agree with what Commissioner Howard has moved. I don't want people to think that this is unduly harsh, because we are sensitive to people's personal identifying information. However, when someone undertakes to be a party to a case, there come certain responsibilities that go with that. And one of those is that they must allow for the other parties in the case to have information on which to serve testimonies or motions or responses or whatever else. So to participate, she must provide information that allow the other parties to serve her and for the commission to serve orders upon her. So for those reasons, I agree with Commissioner Howard's motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Belzer. Any other comments?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
I certainly, too, Commissioner Belzer would concur. It's not like she just coming on as a public witness. This is intervener status, and I certainly appreciate you pointing out those facts, Commissioner Belzer, and realize the responsibility that comes along with it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 4, docket number 2019-281S. We have a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant the petition to intervene filed by Kerry Grube Liebarker, Esquire, on behalf of the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs.
You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, docket number 2018-218E. We have a request for confidential treatment.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant Duke Energy Carolina's request for confidential treatment of certain portions of the report of issue and sale of securities. The company maintains that information contained in the filing contains conditions or terms that are specific to the respective counterparties and are otherwise market-sensitive, confidential, and proprietary, the disclosure of which could negatively impact the company's ability to negotiate terms and conditions in a manner that results in the most beneficial contracts for its retail customers. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6, docket numbers 2019-393E and 2019-184E. This matter involves Dominion's proposed storage tariff.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Chairman, on December 30th, 2019, Dominion Energy filed its rate PR qualifying facility storage tariff. As required by the settlement agreement between Dominion and the Solar Business Alliance in docket number 2017-1370E, the tariff addresses avoided cost rates for energy and capacity procured from qualifying facilities that either use storage as a separate resource or operate as a dispatchable renewable generating facility, such as solar plus storage. Through a January 17, 2020 filing, Solar Business Alliance is requesting that this commission, number 1, not consider Dominion storage tariff filing for approval at this time and provide interesting parties an opportunity to intervene. Number 2, set a procedural schedule in consultation with the parties. And number 3, evaluate the Dominion storage tariff in Act 62 Avoided Cost Docket 2019-184E because A, the storage tariff necessitates changes in the form of a power purchase agreement or create a new form power purchase agreement, and B, Section 58-41-20A2 include evaluation of the cost and benefits of storage and an avoided cost methodology. In response to SBA's request, Dominion contends that the storage tariff was submitted in compliance with the settlement and not in connection with ongoing matters in the avoided cost docket. Furthermore, remaining the storage tariff outside of avoided cost docket does not prohibit review and comment by interested parties, nor does it prohibit commissioner review in compliance with Act 62. I move we deny the request of Solar Business Alliance to consider the storage tariff in docket number 2019-184E. However, I also move we instruct the clerk's office to set an intervention deadline and pre-file testimony schedule so interesting parties can participate. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 7, docket number 2019-351E. This matter concerns a request for reconsideration filed by Frederick Howard.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
Mr. Frederick Howard filed a motion for reconsideration or in the alternative for a rehearing, but stated no legal basis or grounds to support his motion. Therefore, I move that this request for reconsideration or rehearing be denied. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, that concludes the utilities agenda. Turning to our transportation agenda, items number 1 and 2 are new applications that can be taken together. Item number 1, docket 2020-32T is Olinian LLC DBA Tucker's Adult Health Daycare. And item 2, docket 2020-33T, Lovable and Reliable Care LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Chairman, I move we approve the new applications in items number 1 and 2 as identified by Mr. Menges. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 3, docket number 1993-312T. We have a request for a name change.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that the commission grant the request of Yellow Cab Company of Charleston to amend Class C taxi certificate number 6119A to read Yellow Cab Company of Charleston doing business as Yellow Cab Carriage. Thank you.
You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 4, docket number 2019-372T. We have another request for a name change.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Chairman, I move we grant the request of Instacare Transportation, LLC, to amend the application for Class C, that's non-emergency certificate, to read Instant Care Emergency Services, LLC. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, docket number 2002-59T. We have a request for a name change.
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that the commission grant the request of Chapel M. Davis Jr., doing business as Davis and Sons Charters, to amend Class C Charter Bus Certificate number 0145 to read Davis and Sons Charters, LLC. Thank you.
You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6, docket number 2019-77T. We have a request to cancel.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
I move that the commission grant the request of Lauren Creech, doing business as Ready Ride Transportation, to cancel Class C non-emergency certificate number 9459. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. There are no questions or comments. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 7, docket number 2011-444T. We have a request to cancel.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
I move the commission grant the request of Mitchell's Unique Tax and Travel, LLC, to cancel Class C non-emergency certificate number 8535. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 8, docket number 2019-274T. We have a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, Haas Ross Incorporated, doing business as Low Country Trolley, seeks an extension of time to comply with commission rules and regulations. However, his certificate of public convenience and necessity has already been rescinded for non-compliance. Therefore, if Mr. Ross wishes to operate as a motor vehicle carrier, he must reapply for a new certificate. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Commissioner Belser.
Commissioner Whitfield, may I offer a friendly amendment that we instruct the clerk's office to send an application with the order when they serve the order? He's indicated that he still wants to try to provide these services, and we could at least provide the application so that he'll have it available to reapply. Would you?
Certainly would welcome that amendment, Commissioner Belser.
In this instance, just because, I mean, he filed his request for an extension, but it came in too late. Things had already been rescinded, so we could at least provide it to him. That's why I'm making that, so.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion with Commissioner Belser's amendment. And all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 9, docket number 2019-328T. This is a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant the request of Cameron's Village Transportation Services, LLC, for an extension of time until November 7th, 2020, to comply with commission rules and regulations.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 10, docket number 2017-130T. We have a request for an extension of a current suspension.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the request of Royal Agency, LLC, to extend the suspension of their Class C charter certificate number 9258 until April 30th, 2020. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes today's agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Midges. Anything else to come before us this afternoon? If not, we are adjourned.